Hey everyone, welcome back to the House of Ambu. First off, I wanted to thank everyone that watched my previous videos on the MCU rankings. So I really appreciate the support, you guys. And just want to apologize for the longer videos. I'll try not to record for 2 hours this time and for the future, so it'll be easier for me with editing and for you guys, of course. Today I will be ranking all the Stranger Things seasons for preparation of the final season, season 5. And if things go according to plan, this should be releasing the day season 5 will be coming out. So it should be coming out November 26th at 8 p.m. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am for this new season. I have really high hopes for this. And yeah, it should be a good time. I hope everyone has a good Thanksgiving if you guys celebrate that. And if not, try not to get fat. And if you do celebrate, try not to get fat either way. And yeah, spend some time with your family and try not to go binging Stranger Things the entire time. And I will too. Alright, so starting with the bottom season, we have season 2. I don't think this is controversial at all. I think everyone could pretty much agree that season 2 is just... honestly, it's not even bad. It's just not as good compared to the other seasons. I mean, it's honestly not too bad if you compare it to other show episodes, but just as a Stranger Things episode, it just really felt off, which I guess what they were trying to go for is just change the vibe up of the show, but it really wasn't needed, and it was right through the climax of season 2, which really just threw it off. Besides the Lost Sister episode, I think season 2 was pretty decent. I like the introduction of Bob. He was a pretty cool character. I liked how he helped Joyce and Will, especially with their PTSD from season 1. It really was just a transition season to move on to 3 and just get some character development. And when we also got introduced to Max and Billy, which are two cool characters. Billy was a really cool antagonist of season 2. I really liked that aspect. Max was pretty good in season 2, but I feel like she didn't get too good until season 3 and 4 for me personally. I did like seeing more Eleven's backstory and her experience with Hopper and Hopper trying to protect her. It's like Hopper got his daughter back, so that was really cool. And yeah, I think it was a solid season. It's definitely the lowest. Rewatching it, was definitely took me the longest one to rewatch. I feel like once you already know the mystery aspect, which is what the whole season's going for, with like, oh, we can't actually see the threat this time. It's more mental and Will's a spy and stuff like that. I feel like it could be a little bit more boring on a rewatch. That's what I found. Alright, so in third place we have season 3. The first thing I got to say about the season, I really do like how colorful this season was. Just the whole Starcourt Mall, everything was just like so beautiful. Like it was just so colorful compared to the other seasons. I feel like the other seasons felt kind of gray. But that's not a bad thing. It obviously fit the tone. And I think season 3 was meant to be more of a funny and chill-ish season. And yeah, the color definitely showed through that. I really like Max a lot more in this season. Her dynamic with Eleven and having Eleven become her own character and that person even. Because she was just relying on Mike for everything before. So now she gets to actually like learn stuff about the real world and hang out with actual girls instead of just guys. So I really like that part. I liked Robin a lot, the introduction of Robin, and I loved the dynamic between just all of them, like the whole mall arc with the Scoop Troops with Dustin, Steve, and Robin, and Erica. I just really loved that dynamic. It was funny and it was overall just enjoyable like the rest of the season. I will say like the plot isn't as heavy, which is why it's down here. But I feel like it was decent enough, and it was just meant to be a nice, fun, enjoyable season. And I think this is probably the season that we got most of the characters together, unlike some of the other seasons, that and 1. So I really like to see the dynamic of all these characters come together. I wasn't too big of a fan of the Russians, but I feel like it did make sense. I think people were overreacting, saying it made no sense, especially during the time with the Cold War. I mean, it wasn't the best thing ever, but I don't know. I feel like it made sense, and it was kind of just there. And I'm pretty sure Murray was like foreshadowing it since like season 2, so it makes sense. It's just, I guess, whether you like the Russians or not. I think they did a alright job. Rip Alexi, he was really cool. yeah, I feel like there's not much more you could do with the Russians. I mean, they expanded more on it on season 4, but it was just like another antagonist force, which I kind of liked, since not everything has to be supernatural. There could be other threats, kind of like Billy was in season 2. That's not supernatural. And talking about Billy, I seen people get mad about the fact that he was possessed, but I don't know. I feel like it made sense to kind of have, because he was possessed, so you kind of had to kill him off, and we didn't have too much of a connection with him. And I feel like it really did a lot for Max's character, so I definitely like that part of that. And yeah, you definitely see more of that in season 4, which is really cool. Lastly, Hopper's death, air quotations. I really liked it, even on the rewatch when I knew he wasn't dead. I don't know, a couple of tears came out. So just him reading the note, or L reading the note that he left, it was just very emotional, and I feel like anyone could really relate to the message, and it was kind of a message to the audience, not just L. So I really loved that part of it. And then just the ending with Joyce being devastated, just very emotional. I think season 3 gets a little bit too much hate. I think it's a really good season. Sure, the plot could have been better, but it was just such a fun season. The first watch, I binged it all in one day. It's just fun season. Rewatch it. Alright, so in the number 2 spot, we have season 4, the Vecna season. Honestly, this season was just great. Just rewatching it. I just recently rewatched the entire show. And yeah, just rewatching this just made me love this season even more. It's just such a great season. We really got back to that plot-centered story, unlike season 3, and just expanded on to it a lot more. I really do think my main complaint is just how separate the whole main party was. Like, they only got together at the end for like 5 minutes, so it really did kind of suck. Because I feel like if the main party was together, I might put it above season 1, which might be crazy to say, but it was just so good. Like, I really liked the Hawkins crew. Introduction to Eddie was really good. I really liked his character, Rip Eddie. That's really gonna make Dustin a lot more devastated and have some trauma for next season. But yeah, Eddie was a great character. I love seeing more of Steve and Robin. They were great in season 3, and they continue to be great in season 4. And Robin interacting with some of these characters that she hasn't before. I liked Robin interacting with like Nancy and Steve more, and just some of the kids too. Like, she was like the second babysitter, the second mom of the family, so that was really cool. Then of course you get the Max scene, episode 4, season 4. Just amazing masterpiece of an episode. One of the best scenes I ever watched in television. It was just so good, so emotional. It's just, the Duffer Brothers really cooked for that. The Russia part was decent of the season. I feel like it was alright. Not as good as the Hawkins part, but I don't know. It was enjoyable. Nothing too crazy. I like the I think his name was Enzo, was the Russian guard to help Hopper. He was a cool character. I wish we got to see more of him. I feel like he could easily join the main crew, but I guess that wouldn't make sense since he's Russian. But yeah, Murray was cool with Joyce and just getting Hopper back, the emotional journey. And yeah, I think it was a pretty cool arc. Not as good as the Hawkins crew, but I think it's definitely better than the California crew, which is my least favorite part of the season, probably, because I feel like Mike, Will, and just didn't have lots to do that season, along with Jonathan and everyone else in that crew. It just kind of sucked because I feel like they were kind of just doing nothing, except for like when they finally got to Nina, and then that helicopter scene, that was amazing too, I gotta admit. Probably my favorite part of that storyline, other than like the 11 backstory. I really did like those episodes, just building onto the lore of the Upside Down, revealing Henry /Juan /Vecna. Really good season. And I really did like the ending, running up that hill, the cinematic version, just so emotional. But yeah, I feel like just seeing the crew separate is my main downside about this season. If we had more of that, I think it could definitely be the best season. And that's another reason why I'm excited for season 5 because they're stuck in Hawkins now. So we'll at least see the entire crew together. I really hope so. If they separate them again, then I will be very disappointed in that decision. Okay, now moving on to the best season. Should be obvious. Season 1, the disappearance of Will Byers. I really don't think I have any complaints about this season. It might just be a 10 out of 10. I just love the whole mystery aspect, especially watching this for the first time. You don't know what's going on. Even on a rewatch, it's still great because you don't remember all the details. Seeing Hopper as a detective, Joyce trying to figure out what's going on with the lights, just the mystery of it was just one of my favorite parts of this season. The stuff going on with the kids, Mike, Dustin, and Lucas forming a bond with 11, just really cool. Just seeing the supernatural stuff, just trying to figure out what the heck is going on in this season. Then we got the stuff with Nancy and Jonathan with the Demogorgon, really cool. Demogorgon was really scary in season 1. I do feel like it's not as scary as in season 1, but I don't know. Looking from the stuff at season 5, I think the Demogorgon is going to be a lot more of a threat. And yeah, I just like seeing Nancy and Jonathan. They were probably like the lowest part of the season, even though they had some detective spots. But I definitely like Hopper and Joyce the most, then the kids, then probably Nancy and Jonathan. And then you really get to see the character development. Like even Steve, he was a jerk at the start, and even by the end of season 1, you can really tell he's trying to become a better character and a better person. The mystery aspect is just so good. The lab trying to cover up for Will's planting a fake body. Jonathan and Joyce arguing about having Will's funeral. Joyce believing he's still alive. Just the actress for Joyce did such a great job too. Like her scenes were so emotional. I really felt her character through the screen. And of course the ending, saving Will, emotional, really great. Some foreshadowing for season 5. If you know, you know. But yeah, I really don't think I have any complaints about season 1. I can't remember a single bad episode. I was just bitching it every day. Really great season. I really do hope season 5 surpasses season 1. But even if it doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised. Season 1 is just so great. Alright, talking about season 5, I have some prediction questions. So let's go through this. Where do I think this season will rank among the others? I think season 5, like I said, I really want it to be better than season 1. The way people are talking about it, all the actors and the Duffer Brothers are really hyping the season up. So I really do think it could pass. I feel like it should surpass too, season 1. Especially since they like planned the ending from like the very start. I'm really excited to see what they do with this. And I really hope they're not hyping it up for nothing. But if it doesn't surpass season 1, that's a really high bar, but it definitely has to be better than season 4. That for sure. Who do I think will die this season? I think, to be safe, I don't think Max will die. I feel like they would just killed her off in season 4. It would make no sense. Well, I guess they could do it, but I still feel like it wouldn't make that much sense killing her off after showing her survive. So yeah, I think Max is probably safe. Lucas, I wanted to say was safe, but like I don't know, those trailers are making him look in danger with like facing like 2 Demogorgons trying to carry Max. So I don't know, Lucas might be cooked. I think Will and Joyce are safe. They just been through so much. It's more me hoping that they don't kill both those characters off. But I really do think Joyce will be devastated. It'll make no sense if Will died after all she's been through. So that would really suck. So the 2 most people I feel like are most likely to die are probably 11. Because this kind of goes back to what happened with Eddie in season 4. He was already marked as a criminal. He had no other life to go to. We've seen 11 in season 4. She didn't really fit into the normal world. And so I feel like they might just kill her off like that. A big sacrifice. It would definitely be sad. But I feel like she really has nowhere else to go. People are always going to be trying to hunt her down. Use her powers for some top government experiment. But yeah, I feel like she's probably a goner. And the second character is probably Dustin, because we know Vecna targets trauma, and we could just see the parallels between Dustin and Max in the season 5 trailer, and how Max was in season 4. He's just really depressed about Eddie. He probably has so much guilt being able to do nothing for his best friend. So yeah, I feel like it's definitely gonna be a sad one, but he might be an easy picking for Vecna, along with Steve. But I feel like they could have killed off Steve in season 4, but he is a fan favorite, so I feel like the Duffer Brothers might just screw us over and kill him off just cause. So yeah, those are some of my predictions. What will Will's final role be? I think, and I've seen some theories going around, but I think it does make sense that Will would become a spy again for Vecna, kind of like how he was in season 2 for the Mind Flayer. So I don't know how big of a spy he's gonna be, but I think there's definitely some importance between that. We've seen with the trailers, if you watch the first 5 minutes, there's definitely some importance between Will Byers and Vecna. So I guess we'll see how far this extent of this spy goes, how big of a role Will play as a spy. But yeah, I feel like that makes the most sense, because I really don't know what else it could be that Will's importance has to Vecna. Okay, so for my final predictions, we have the final ships. Hopper and Joyce, I think they're good. Definitely going to continue to happen as long as none of them die. I think that's just a great relationship right there, and I hope they both stick with each other. I don't really know what other options there are for them, so I think that's definitely final. Okay, Steve and Nancy, or Nancy and Jonathan. I could go either way. I don't think I really care. I would prefer more Jonathan, but I would also be happy for Steve, because he definitely got some character development. I don't really see if Nancy likes Steve. Maybe. It's been kind of hinted in season 4. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe if Jonathan stops taking drugs, he can lock in, because I definitely know Nancy likes Jonathan. So I'll be happy with either one of those. Max and Lucas, they're also good. If Max wakes up, so I think that's a great couple right there. I think they're good, as long as none of them die. Finally, for the most controversial one, I do think Mike will break up with 11 and get with Will. So I'm a Byler fan. Please don't send hate. But everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I think it's pretty clear from the start of the show. There's lots of evidence. I think it's as clear as day, especially on the rewatch. I feel like it's a lot more obvious. But yeah, I think it'll make sense. Especially, I think 11 will die. I do hope they break up before she dies. I feel like that's not a healthy relationship. But yeah, even if 11 doesn't die, I think she definitely deserves someone better than Mike. And Mike has definitely not been the best boyfriend for her. They've been arguing every season. So those are my Stranger Things seasons rankings with some season 5 predictions. Rank some of your seasons below in the comments. I'm looking forward to see what you guys are saying. I'm assuming 2 is going to be on the bottom of everyone's list, because why wouldn't it be? I hope you guys enjoy the No Stranger Things episode tonight. I definitely will be. I wish I could fast forward in time to watch it right now. But yeah, let me know in the comments too if you guys want me to do reviews of each volume individually, or just an overall season 5 review at the end of the year, which I might have to do the former, because I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of crazy stuff going on. But have a good day, enjoy the holidays, don't get fat, and enjoy Stranger Things.